What's up, we in the building. Y'all heard what I said, Wrestling Podcast. These with these.
Get them.
They don't want none. My God, tell. We here to go over WWE's hottest show of the summer, Summerslam. And it was a damn good card. It was a damn good weekend of wrestling, period.
Yes,
but let's
sir.
just talk about SummerSlam. We had a kickoff show. We had Mr. Money in the Bank, Big E, going up against Baron Corbin, who stole his damn briefcase last week. At the end, Big E gets the big ending as Baron Corbin tried to run away from the briefcase again.
Yeah.
He gets the win. Big E gets some shine on the card. Hopefully that was foreshadowing something later. But how y'all feel about this pre-show match?
It was cool. Just giving Big E a shine. He didn't miss the Money in the Bank. He need to be seen at the biggest show of the summer.
So I want to see him get his Money in the Bank briefcase back, right?
Yeah.
They heard what you said. And he's going to be either WWE champion or Universal champion. I believe before the year is over.
I hope so. Hope for the year.
Think so?
I know so.
Yeah, Mike.
Y'all heard what he said.
Mm-hmm.
But to open up the card, they kicked it off with a bang for the Raw Tag Team Championships. It was the phenomenal AJ Styles, his big guy Omos. They went up against Riddle and Randy Orton, the team of RK Bro.
You know, bro.
Guys, this was a damn good match. Omos got some work in. AJ Styles getting his ass whipped as usual. But who took the most damage was that guy Riddle. He took an ass kicking in this match.
Yeah.
Randy Orton got in the match. He got it high flying. And at the end, with a reverse of the phenomenal forearm after AJ rolled through, RKO out of nowhere, your new Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro. How y'all feel about this match right here?
It's a nice way to start off the show. And I already said it. I knew that it was time for RK Bro to get them tag team
I just thought
titles.
that
The Raw
RKO
tag
out
team
of nowhere.
What, with AJ?
Yeah. It was time. AJ got his tag team title, become a Grand Slam champion. Gave Omos a little showing, and good for him. But RK Bro.
And I'll tell y'all one thing too, on the other side, where Omos, if you watch him lately, he been cocky in the ring too. It's showing that he actually he be talking his stuff. You can't
like,
stop me.
It's my ring.
But with the other hand, it's good for Team RK Bro.
Yeah, fresh new champions.
You know, like you said, fresh new champions. You see how happy the fans were they back together. What do you want them to do?
RK Bro. RK Bro. RK Bro.
Our next match, I'm not really that interested in, especially because the dog keep being used.
And Lily.
But it was Alexa Bliss going up against Eva Marie. Dewdrop in one corner, Lily in one corner. At the end, Alexa Bliss does get the win. Still nothing for Eva Marie. And at the end, Dewdrop puts a little hurt on the talking about you lost, ha ha. I don't know what the fuck going on with the storyline, but how y'all feel?
Just needed something to do for SummerSlam. And try and show the evolution, get it popping, but it ain't working. What's popping? Brand new whip just popping. Alexa Bliss out the way like she
that was more interesting
What Darren
than
said.
that damn match.
I ain't gotta say much. What Darren said. Some of the signs were funny though.
But to me, it wasn't the worst part of the night. We'll get to that later.
Wow.
The next match,
It's for you, Jamel.
the next match made it a little better because it's for the United States Championship. The Celtic Warrior Sheamus defended that title against the Archer of Infamy. A guy who's been getting a good run since he came up from NXT, Damian Priest. This was a good damn match. Sheamus, one of the heaviest hitting. And damn it, I was entertained.
Are you not
I don't
entertained?
know about y'all. But
You was entertained, Malvo?
Hell yeah.
at the end, with a wicked array of moves, including The Reckoning, your new United States champion, Damian Priest, on a big show like SummerSlam. How y'all feel about this?
It's Priest time, let's go. That was a pretty good damn match to me. Big match for Damian Priest beating Sheamus. He needed that. New United States champion. National champion, Tiffany Haddish, whatever you want to call her.
Yeah, Tiffany Haddish might not show back up on SummerSlam. That's why she was a little nervous, bro. She messed up the cues. I know Vince McMahon was in the back like, damn it, where's Kevin Hart? Damn it!
I agree. It's a pretty decent match, like Darren said. And Damian Priest, you seen him from WrestleMania the Bad Bunny match against the Miz and John Morrison, and then now he even got a match for a title for SummerSlam. Y'all know what that mean, right?
What?
That mean Vince likes him, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. But the next match was another hot one for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It was the boys, the Usos, 7-time tag champs, defending those titles against the father and son duo of Rey and Dominic Mysterio.
My son Dominic.
This is a pretty good match. A lot of close pinfalls. Dominic seemed to be hurt midway through the match, and Rey had to carry him. Damn it, did he carry that match to the point where he kicked out of a ooh splash when I thought it was over. Almost got it in, but at the end, when Dominic tried to get back in, Usos with the double super kick, another splash. Still your champions, the Bloodline. Usos. How y'all feel about this one? 'Cause this one had a lot of energy.
The Bloodline. That's how I feel.
They had to keep them titles. To keep the Bloodline as the dominant stable. And we're going to get into the other part, the Tribal Chief later on. But hold up. Don't forget the Eddie in the match.
Oh
Three
yeah.
Amigos.
Yeah.
You already know.
Nice tribute.
Yeah. But also, let's not forget the Usos broke that up when he tried to do it again.
Yeah.
Like, no way.
Yeah. He's like, this your daddy over here.
Hey, now this part right here, we're gonna get into this one. Because it was supposed to be of the SmackDown Women's Championship. As scheduled, the EST,
For one fall.
the SmackDown Women's
Damn it.
Champion. She was supposed to be going up against the Standard, the Blueprint, the legit boss Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
But mere seconds after Bianca celebrated her entrance, Greg Hamilton says Sasha Banks will not be competing tonight. She will be defending against Carmella. Bianca grabs the mic, says, I don't want to hear that. I'm going to get you Cena later. And then right when the match is about to start, Becky Lynch returns. Now, I should be more excited that the man returned. I should be more excited.
It was an all-time high.
Should be more
It was an all-time high
Yeah.
to an all-time low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best way to explain it. It was that was beautiful. Let's get into this. So now she's there, she's celebrating, she's getting in all the adulation for the next 2-3 minutes. And then nobody says anything. She's just in the ring, and it's just like we have a makeshift triple threat match. But then she beats up Carmella, throws out of the ring, and then we about to have us a good damn impromptu match. But only 27 seconds in, with a rock bottom, Becky Lynch dethrones the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Wow.
And she gets jobbed out to a returning Becky Lynch at SummerSlam. If you can't hear it in my voice, that was some bullshit. Come on, yo. That just made me not a fan of Becky Lynch anymore. Not because her coming back, but how she came back. Nobody should have to job because you came back. Everybody else gotta earn stuff. Why you gotta come back? I understand, first of all, we'll get into it, but how did y'all feel about Becky Lynch coming out of SmackDown?
I was happy with her return. I would have been happy with it if it was an actual match, longer match, like 10-minute, 15-minute match. Let them get it on, fight for 27 seconds. Come on, yo.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a disrespect for a person that you let win at WrestleMania. So for that WrestleMania moment, just like Kofi. To me, this is like a female Kofi moment. I just got my moment at WrestleMania, and now I'm jobbing. I lose the title. I can't even have no sense of pride to keep it.
And on the other part, the first part, I was happy Becky returned. But on the second hand, I could go into a whole thing about Bianca. If you look at it, Bianca has been built up since the Royal Rumble, basically, as the upcoming star. You know her motto, the EST. And like you said, he had that moment at WrestleMania, her and Sasha Banks, where they put on a great performance. Then they even won an ESPY. And then not even 4.5 months later, you get to SummerSlam. Just because Becky returned, who was gone for over a year and some months, and beats her in 27 seconds. Come on, yo.
Yeah, and I just feel like
it's
it's so many narratives you can go with this. First of all, she lost the Raw Women's Championship, and she returns
and get a SmackDown.
To win the SmackDown championship in 27 seconds. Why come she couldn't mess with Charlotte Flair?
That's what I was about to say.
She fought Charlotte too many times. And
But you said she fought too many times. Well, we gonna
to me, when she was coming back, I already said she was on the SmackDown. They already said she was gonna come back to SmackDown because she's been on Raw basically for like the last 3 years.
And that's still understandable.
Don't say that. Don't say.
I just don't.
You know the main reason.
Seth is on SmackDown.
That's the only reason.
I just don't agree with the person that's been carrying your brand for the last 4 months having a job when somebody comes back. Like I said, I would have been cool with a 20-minute match and Becky won. Alright, she back. We know who Becky Lynch is.
Or
27
even
seconds.
a triple threat.
Yeah, champion in 27 seconds.
And then another.
We should not be repeating mistakes from 94 95 with the Ultimate Warrior and Honky Talk Man. Or even the Ultimate Warrior returning against Triple H. Why are we still doing that stuff?
And to me, that's actually making it look like some people could turn on Becky now. Not like her that much, like you said.
And then another thing would be you had Bianca working her ass off over all these months.
Yeah.
And then she just fought in basically 2 matches in less than 10 minutes on a SmackDown before the show.
24 hours before. And that to me, that makes the champion look like they not legitimate.
Yeah.
So I can be 2 ladies back to back, but then this lady just came back from being gone for over a year and I'm losing 30 seconds? Like, what kind of champion I've been for the last 4 months then?
Come on, dog.
So basically, you delegitimize me, and the people under me that can't beat me look even weaker.
Right.
So everybody just look weak in the situation.
Except for Becky.
Except for her. And what time champion is she now? Like 5, 6, 5, I think.
5. But we'll see what the story is after that and going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
to me, this was the worst part of the card, just the way it went down. I mean, but the man is back. And we'll see going forward at the SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Hell, Becky.
Hell Becky. That's what I think. I think it's Hell Becky.
You think it's Hell Becky? What you think it's Hell?
Because look what she had on because Seth Rollins was there.
You're dumb. Alright. Our next match, the single bout, a grudge match. It was the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. No Shanky, no Veer ringside. Going up against the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. This was a decent match. It wasn't too long. It was only a while before it was 3, 2, 1, Claymore kick. Drew McIntyre with the win, celebrates with the sword. How you feel about that?
Drew McIntyre won. That's
how I feel about it.
Supposed to.
That he's supposed to win a match. Jinder Mahal did decent.
Yeah.
But tell Van Shanky stop coming up there with that bullshit.
Well, they wasn't out there for the match anyway. They came out after the match. So, he ain't had no help. He was going to lose.
You knew this.
Knew that, though.
Drew McIntyre still the biggest face on Raw, so he wasn't losing.
No, that was on that. There was nothing wrong with that. You need Drew McIntyre to be in the card. You need him to take a W. That's the match.
There you go. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. But next, triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. You had the Queen, Charlotte. You had the Nightmare Rhea Ripley, and you had almost a superhero, Nikki A.S.H, who in my opinion only has this because she changed her persona to a fucking superhero. Y'all seen the damn promo video
That's your
with
opinion,
the old hero
that's not
shit.
my opinion.
Yeah, I just said in my opinion, but this is a damn good triple threat match. But we also told y'all in the preview it was only going 2 ways, and it went exactly the way we said. Nikki A.S.H was taking the fall, and she wasn't coming out as champion. But your champion, after a figure 8 that she couldn't get out of, and new Raw champion, the Queen, yet again, still undefeated at SummerSlam, is your champion again. How you feel about this?
Once again, she a champion.
There's nothing you can do about it. She is the GOAT.
How I feel about it, I actually wanted her to win the match.
I said she was going to win. She won.
That she the greatest female wrestler of all time. Like you said, she undefeated at SummerSlam. This is what she do.
Yeah.
Why? Because her name is Charlotte Flair.
I think all the women put on a show. This match was pretty good. Like I said, I never thought Nikki A.S.H had a chance to win, but she held her own. And that's what she was supposed to
She
do.
did.
She did. There was some chances that I thought Rhea Ripley's gonna win, but I was like, nah,
Nope.
it's SummerSlam. That's okay. It was a good one though.
Yeah.
Our next match was possibly the best match of the night, wrestling wise. You had the Architect, Seth freaking Rollins, going up against WWE Hall of Famer, the rated R superstar, Edge, in the grudge match. As they say, 7 years in the making. I mean, it's not much I can say. There was close pinfalls. There was spears in the pedigrees. There was ripcord knees. There was curb stomps. These guys was all over the place. But at the end, a spear. He still was one with the spear. But basically at the end, Edge pulls out a big win. 2 questions you know comes with this. How you feel about the match? And is he the next #1 contender?
Good damn match. When I saw that match, how the feud was going the last few weeks, I know it probably would have been the best match on there. I think I said Edge was gonna win. Cause to me, Edge is the older guy. I don't think it really hurt Seth that much. Cause it's Seth freaking Rollins and he going
Wait, go back to that.
continue
You
to
said
climb
to
up
me,
there.
Edge the older guy. Obviously, he's the older guy.
Obviously, the older guy.
That's how
Let's
I
not
get
forget,
it.
with him being the older guy, Edge took it back to his roots. He started off with an entrance of the Brood coming out of a ring of fire.
Best entrance on there.
And then changed straight to on this day. He was one of the
And you could see Edge was the older guy in the match. Even though Edge was slow in that, it still ended up being a real good match.
Yeah, Edge getting his ass whipped, but at certain times Edge just picks up this second win.
Yeah, I kept saying Edge needed to get a second win during the match.
But he definitely
That's when
having
he started
that.
getting real good.
Hey, shout out.
Edge held his own. Did a spade through the
Course,
ropes,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
Becky, you know.
Gave a shout out to Beth with the glam slam.
Never let Rollins get the start.
You got an execution, you got an inverted DDT, you got an
That was
educator.
vintage Edge. You got everything you
You
want
got
in that
everything
match.
in that match.
And to answer your first question,
Ultimate opportunity.
like Darren said, well, we all thought it was possibly going to be the best match on the card just because of the 2 people in the match. And to answer your second question, I don't think either one is next for a title shot.
I don't think so either. But
I mean, Edge going to get another title.
one of them is going to work their way into a promo to say why they deserve it.
Yeah, they will.
But
might end up having a rematch at Extreme Rules. Seth
Another
Rollins
match?
versus Edge in the Extreme Rules match. Because Seth Rollins ain't going to sit well with that loss.
Yeah.
I already
Like
know.
the Cesaro
like the same
storyline.
Cesaro. He
Seth
gonna
Rollins
have
always finish last. Finish on top.
But
You mean Charlotte Flair?
to my surprise, the match before the main event was for the WWE
I told
Championship.
you.
And it featured the almighty WWE champion, Bobby
Let's see what he
Lashley,
got on.
ready to put in a world of hurt against the WWE Hall of Famer, the returning skip the line, Bill Goldberg, was back once again. Let me point out, because I didn't point out, nobody had no damn power. Everybody just got some smoke.
We got some smoke.
Some Becky Lynch.
It's Allegiant Stadium for
Goldberg had hella
what
smoke.
y'all doing.
And I think Goldberg stood there because he thought he was still getting his power, but he realized it wasn't coming. So he said, forget it. This probably was the longest match that Goldberg had in the last 15 years since he fought Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Sure.
A long time ago.
When Stone Cold was a rapper.
Yeah, this was a lengthy match, and let me tell you, it started off with Goldberg whipping Lashley ass. But I feel like Goldberg got tired because then Lashley just really started whipping his ass. To my surprise, this is the only match that did not have a definitive ending. As Lashley just kept working on the leg until Goldberg apparently couldn't stand. Referee stopped the match.
That
And
knee
then
was
Lashley
done.
went and grabbed a chair, just kept swinging on it. Said he was going to retire Goldberg. This is Goldberg's second match of 2021, so it's it for his till 2022. I think that's what this injury was. But how did y'all feel about the almighty Bobby Lashley destroying Goldberg like this?
Put the hurt on him. That's why it's a hurt business.
How I
That's why he's
feel.
a
I told y'all
almighty.
on a prediction that he was going to destroy him like he said. And that's when he destroyed Goldberg during the match and after the match.
Then there
He's
was,
your almighty WWE champ.
And still, the almighty era continues.
the almighty era is still here. and it's a thing of beauty. This is going to intertwine with the main event because I got something to ask about the Almighty. But right before the main event, you had America's Most Wanted, Johnny Drip Drip, and the most must-see WWE superstar in history, The Miz. They came out and said they had an innovative machine. And I just had to point this out because my man Xavier Woods, one of the kings of wrestling cosplay, came out with the vintage NWO Wolfpack Scott Hall. Complete with pressed slick down hair, the big giant curl in the front, the toothpick, all the tire. He hit all the manubriums, the hey yo. Survey says one more for the good guys. He gave me everything I wanted, including getting those chumps moist and out of the ring because we were ready for the main event. And you knew it was for the Universal Championship. It was the GOAT, the 16-time WWE Champion. It was the summer of John Cena. But do you know who he was versing? He was versing a guy going on a year-long Universal title. He was going up against the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. You heard what he said. Damn it, this was a good ass match. Because as we've been saying from last episode, and as Cena said, he knew he was going to get his ass whooped, but he just needed to stick around for the 1, 2, 3. They played off of the storyline perfectly because for the first 5 minutes, there was a lot of roll-ups from Cena just trying to get a quick pinfall. But let me tell you, the master fucking, I don't know what the hell he's been doing, but the master heel work of Roman Reigns. He talked shit this entire match.
Hollywood.
Every time.
That's probably the best part of the card, actually, him talking during the match.
Every time John Cena would get something, he would have that nervous face, and then once he hit his move, it'd be, you thought you had me, didn't you, John? It was a lot of that.
Say, look at
15 to 20 minutes.
You can't roll me up. Come on, you can't roll me up. You ain't gonna win like this, John.
Look, let me tell you, there was a plethora of super kick punches, a few back to back, but Cena just would not go down. Cena gets an attitude adjustment, Reigns gets out of that. So Cena goes for the super AA, gets it, Reigns gets out again. Still not enough. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end, with 2 more Superman punches and another spear finally, the only spear of the match, still your Universal Champion and the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. How y'all feel about this, man?
Told y'all, wasn't no Cena, wasn't that. And to me, this finally solidifies Roman Reigns. The Usos came out with him at the beginning with the entrance. He consulted with Paul Heyman and told him to listen to back. There was no interference in this match with the Usos at all. Beat John Cena clean. 1, 2, 3. Stacked them. Pinned them. Send them back to Hollywood.
Yes, sir. How you feel, Tal?
How I feel was that we all said it. Well, y'all know Cena's our guy, but we knew who was winning the match.
We knew what was going on.
We knew what was going on. It's the Tribal Chief, damn it.
You beat practically the GOAT at one of the biggest victories of the year cleanly.
Yeah. Now, the other big part, especially following the return of Phillip Brooks, CM Punk, and AEW on Friday, you knew that had to be something bigger. And the man was good, but it just wasn't good enough. So who comes out after John Cena acknowledges the Tribal Chief? It was the return of the Beast, Brock Lesnar, ponytail and all, stockier than ever. He confronted Roman. Paul Heyman like he shit his pants a couple times. What do I do? He didn't know what to do. Roman said, not tonight. He got out of there. And after that, Brock just had a little fun with John. You know, everybody likes to beat up John Cena. But there's a lot of questions here. Brock Lesnar is back. And y'all heard the fans. It looks like Brock Lesnar is a face no matter what he does from here on out because of the heel Tribal Chief. Do y'all see that?
I think he's only a heel in that situation.
In this situation, because of Roman, because of this particular comeback, and because of who he confronted, he's a face. And this is the first time since he was the champion that he took it from The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Second, because Brock came back at the end, because they could have easily made Goldberg and Lashley main event if they wanted Brock still the main event. Does this show, with him confronting Roman, is it the possibility that Vince still doesn't want Lashley, or that Brock still doesn't want Lashley?
I think we could finally get our Lashley versus Brock.
And let's talk about
But-
how we can get.
Actually, I don't think that's gonna happen. Like I told them last time, it's gonna be the Almighty versus the Tribal Chief. That's Survivor Series.
So that means you been right.
And check this out. The next pay-per-view is Extreme Rules. And this is foreshadowing and going back in time. Next pay-per-view is Extreme Rules. Might be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns in the Extreme Rules match. You remember what happened last time?
Mm-hmm.
Foreshadowing back that Roman Reigns was versus John Cena. Remember when Brock came back that last time?
Against Cena
at Extreme Rules in the Extreme Rules match, and Brock was fucking him up the whole time. But who won the match with the attitude and just on the steel step? John Cena. Roman Reigns gonna fight Brock Lesnar
2012
at Extreme Rules and beat him.
I'm gonna go
That's what I got.
the other route. Brock Lesnar not gonna show up for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And Roman Reigns is actually going to fight Finn Balor at Extreme Rules, which he was supposed to fight Finn Balor like a month ago. And he's going to fight Brock Lesnar at the Dumb Crown Jewel in October. In which I also think Bobby Lashley and Goldberg going to have a rematch at Crown Jewel.
Not the way Goldberg needs.
Not the way Goldberg was looking, but at the end of the match, remember when Gage got in the ring and jumped on his back and Goldberg still there talking shit like he going to do something while he trying to get up?
Oh yeah. You're dead!
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, Goldberg won that match, becomes champion. And then Biggie cash in.
So the way y'all like it,
On
My
Goldberg.
last question, and y'all pretty much answered y'all part of the question. Does the Tribal Chief make it to WrestleMania as a Universal Champion?
Not anymore.
Not with these
Not
two times.
anymore.
Yeah. I say yeah.
I still think he.
Not with the same title reign, but he gonna be the champion. He gonna lose the title and get it back. I think it's gonna be from Big E cashing in on him. Then he gonna get it back from Big E. That's how I feel.
I actually think Big E gonna move to Raw so he can't cash in the WWE on the Universal title.
Yeah, it's a dangerous scene over in SmackDown now.
They got Roman Reigns and Brock.
I feel like to avoid another Kofi, he needed to go.
Yeah.
Got to.
You want to avoid, like somebody you said, somebody as big as him, and you already got Roman Reigns on SmackDown. With Brock Lesnar probably confirmed now.
But I'm not gonna see that avoid another Kofi. Big E ain't Kofi, it's Big E.
Kofi.
What that mean? If it's John Cena.
I'm not talking about the way
John
you
Cena
talking
got
about.
squashed.
I'm talking about the way the way Kofi was treated at the end of his title reign. He had a good title run. But to get squashed, to lose your belt, to me is a disrespect as a champion. And I don't want that, because if he cashes in on Roman or Brock, Vince is gonna let one of them squash.
You basically saying that if somebody having a title for a month, that's basically squashing the champion to begin with.
That's basically saying
for somebody as big as him to have the title for a month.
You got lucky getting the title from me.
That's saying that's saying they lucky.
Didn't a lot of champions have the short title reigns?
A month title reign for somebody as big as Big E. You the one that just said.
They saying to have like a 4-week title.
But
reign?
he's a 16-time champion.
Some niggas only get that one reign, and it shouldn't be no short reign. Look at Miz. Miz got only 2 reigns in fucking 15 years, and one of those was from a 1-month cash in.
And then the other one, he had it for a couple
You know the
weeks.
Miz could have got a couple more title reigns than that. For all this dedication to WWE over the years.
In the Continental title reigns, he got the most in the Continental title.
Everybody don't just want to be a champion. Some people only want to be the biggest champion.
But everybody can't be the biggest
Exactly,
champion.
that's our point. In WWE, you're only going to be the biggest champion if Vince wants you there. Not if you're good enough. It doesn't matter how long you are. Some people have been good as shit and never won the title.
But that means y'all just degrading other titles.
No, we're not. Your owner is, because he don't give a damn about those titles.
Who said that?
He don't, which is the reason why we proved on the last episode that every person that come up to the new roster, mostly their title is what? A tag team or United States champion. And what the fuck was just
They care about the Intercontinental title, not really the United States.
That's what other titles are for. That's why it's not just one title. You gotta work your way up.
But some people don't work their way up. They just
But
be
some
stuck in the
people
car in the
only work their way
mid-card.
to the mid card and never.
They just be stuck there.
See, you sound like one of those people that your brain is saying they should be happy with even getting a heavyweight opportunity. In their brain, this is their heart and soul. They love wrestling. See, they're not just happy with getting I had a title shot. They want to win the fucking title. And for some of these people that's been wrestling for 10 or 15 years, only getting 1 or 2 title shots, that's not good enough for them.
Putting all that work in to be on the road, doing all them shows.
Everybody don't just want to be a 5-time tag champ.
Why don't they?
Some people are cool with to you that's okay.
To the wrestlers is okay.
No. Why
No.
do you think Matt and Jeff Hardy went their separate ways? Because they didn't just want to be known as Matt and Jeff the Hardy Boys 8-9-time tag champs. They wanted the niggas to be known that this is Matt Hardy and this is the charismatic enigma. They still can be 2 separate heavyweight
They
champs.
still like 11-time tag team champions.
But what I'm saying is they didn't want to be known.
They want to
as
just
that.
be known as that. They want to still get to the top of the
Right now,
company.
they could have still stayed in WWE their whole careers and probably
But
been
they
20-time tag champs.
But they like 25 years.
But if they
in,
got comfortable with staying tag
And they
champs,
built
would they
their
ever
way
would
up.
have got
Exactly. They built their way up to put themselves in a position to win the main title.
That's what I'm saying. Biggie is like in his 9th, 10th year now. That's how long it took Matt and Jeff to even
But
get
what
a
I'm saying is, you making it seem like it's okay to take
them
a longer
stay
route
there
because
a long
other
time.
people did. When are we gonna revolutionize, evolve?
I never.
So because this person did it 15 years ago and he was on the roster for 12 years to get a title, it's okay. Because my man Kofi just did 11 years, I guess it's okay for me, Big E, to do 11 years.
It's just like with a popular
No.
person, they just straight come into a company and just straight get built there because they supposed to be a bigger person.
Fucking AJ Styles did fucking 20 years and came in that company and won that title in a fucking
Within a
year.
year.
Because based off of his name.
His name AJ
But if his
Styles.
ass would have did that 20 years ago, he would have never got that shit he got now. And he knew that. That's why he never fucking came to WWE after they rejected him.
They didn't reject him. He said he didn't want to go there because he didn't.
Because they rejected him.
He said he didn't think
Because he knew he wasn't going to win the big title, right?
No, go back and see what he said. He said he didn't think he was good enough to go to the WWE at that time, so he didn't.
He said that because he in the WWE now.
No,
he can't fuck up that 5-year contract.
That's what he said.
So go find that.
That's what he said.
He said he didn't because he think he could be good up at
Yes,
WWE.
when WCW ended, he said he didn't go there because he didn't think he was good enough yet.
Come on, Doc.
I don't even want to talk no more. What's y'all grades on WWE SummerSlam?
B.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Like an 8.
7. 7.5.
Give it like an 8, 7. I give like a 7.7 or an 8.
Okay, I think I give it 8. The WWE just never gonna give me a perfect pay per view,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
in my opinion, because they just gonna do dumb shit like.
What about earlier in the year? Money in the Bank.
We said Money in the Bank was a great pay. No, he's talking
That was
about.
a perfect pay-per-view.
No,
It wasn't perfect.
That was a 10 out of 10.
No, because that
was the best
one match
pay-per-view
messed
they
it
did.
up.
What one match?
What was that match at Money in the Bank that messed it up?
Look, you don't even remember because it
Because of
wasn't.
a certain match when that wasn't needed in the show at Money in the Bank. Because I remember we was talking about it. Y'all probably
It was a
know.
pretty good damn pay.
I like the pay-per-view.
We gonna figure out what's happening going forward.
Aside from the Becky stay on the match like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I just think people need to stop saying WWE cheating that bad. Black champion's bad just
That's
because
what I want to
Bianca
point
lost because Bobby Lashley kept his title.
He's still the champion.
So all that black champion, you
That's
gotta
right.
stop being contradicted.
That's exactly.
One black champion lose and then black champion get treated bad.
Right,
And then an
Almighty.
hour later, the other champion probably made this person retire. And I don't see y'all saying, see, this how black champions look like. You can't talk about it when it's only bad stuff, and I talk about when it's good.
Good stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one thing I want to point out too. Y'all saying WWE racist. Look how they treat their black champions. To me, it look like WWE the only person that have black champions right now.
They are.
And-
They're the only ones that have black champions.
Gorilla to Destiny lost their title earlier this year in New Japan. The only other black champion is in MLW, Jacob Fontaine.
Yeah, Jacob, Myron Reed.
And Myron Reed, yeah.
That they don't. But other than that, I don't see AEW with not one black champion. And I haven't seen anything with a black champion since Scorpio Sky.
The tag time.
And we gonna give them the credit. After CM Punk return, damn it, they the best. But let's not act like the Hurt Business, the New Day, Bianca, Lashley, Sasha, all these people that had the belts just in 2021.
And even Wesley on that.
Yeah, and I was just talking about the main roster. Like, we can go on. Ember Moon had the NXT tag.
Yeah.
Like, WWE Black wrestlers getting work.
Their work, yeah.
I don't know about everybody else. So I feel like we're on the plane of in the area with this cancel culture. When it's not something you want, we always gonna bring out the negative every time.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like people always bringing up
Just never say it.
the bad part of a person reign, but not bringing up the fact that reign will live on in history forever. You can't take a title reign away from Lashley, from Kofi, none of them people, from Bianca. It's there forever. No matter how it ended, no matter how it started.
They still end history as champions.
Yeah. But that's our Summerslam review, guys. And we got a lot more to come. This is y'all heard Wrestling Podcast. These be top and down, aka they didn't want none.
Acknowledge me.
I'm gonna say it for Darren.
Here I go! And we out.